Hey everybody, I'm Graz from the GKBC, and I'm here to do a TBR for the event that I'm co-hosting with Liv Riomer. That is being hosted by Kim the Paper Traveler. It's called the, Super Summer. I guess I should have had this written down, because I'm doing great now, ain't I? Yes, indeed. Supersized Summer Big Book Challenge, where from today, June 21st, through September 21st, the season of summer, at least in our hemisphere, if you join the challenge, you just need to read at least, if not more than, one book of 800 pages or more. We did our announcement videos last week on the 14th, so go check those out, all three of us. I'll have the other two channels linked below. But today is the actual first day of summer, longest day of the year for us, and it's time for the TBR. So I thought what I would do, first of all, was I have three monsters, three big books that I'm going to be reading either later this year or early next year, that aren't really on this TBR, but I still wanted to share them. So in November, I'll be reading Lonesome Dove by Larry McMurtry. And this is actually going to be a buddy read with Tad and Bart and anybody else that wants to join, if you're not already reading it for June on the Range or this challenge here, the Big Book Challenge. But yeah, I'm going to be reading that in November. And then later in the year as well, and that is, I'm going to tell you, the copy that I have here is 945 pages. That's pretty cool. And then later in the year, I'm not sure if it's going to be October or November or December. It's somewhere in there, but it's not for this. Will be Shogun by James Clavell. Really excited to read this. And this beast is 1,210 pages. So that's later in this year. And then in January, I will be reading The Pillars of the Earth by Ken Follett. And this thing is 973 pages. So those are the books that I will be reading later in the year, not for this project, but that kind of fit the big book thing. I just wanted to share them, because they could be something that maybe you want to read and haven't thought of for this project. And honestly, let's say that you wanted to join and you weren't participating in June on the Range, but you've got some time over the next 10 days. Read Lonesome Dove. You know, knock off two booktube projects or events in one go. That would be kind of neat. Now one of the books. Let me calibrate just a little bit. If you pay attention to my channel, you know that I read relatively quickly. And I thought that I would really challenge myself with this event, because it's my first event I've been invited to, and I'm a co-host, and I'm really excited, so I'm going to go ham on it. And in addition to all the normal books that I challenge myself with, my 12-12-12 challenge, the 1975 challenge, my Bart J. Gilbertson challenge, I'm going to read 5 of these mammoths for this project. 5. I'm going to read 1 in the next 10 days for June. I'm going to read 2 in July. I'm sorry, I'm going to read 6. 6, my apologies. I'm going to read 1 for the next 10 days. I'm going to read 2 in July, 1 in August, 1 in September, and then I'm going to read 1 throughout the summer, starting on July 1st. So that's going to be fun. So first, I'll tell you the one I'm going to read for the summer with or from July 1st through the end of the summer. And this is going to be there it is. This is going to be a project, not project. It's a buddy read of sorts with the daughter, the grandmother, myself, and AJ, and we will be reading Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. And this copy on the Kindle, which was only 99 cents, everybody. 99 cents. So if you have the time, who doesn't have 99 cents to just throw into their Kindle and read a 1,300-page book over the whole summer? So we're going to do that. Then I ordered a bunch of these books, and one hasn't shown up yet. Slow mail, I guess. Let me see who's... I know what it's called, but I don't know the author. Okay, it's Seven Eves by Neil Stephenson. And I got a hardback coming, and I know it's over 800 pages. That, the Google search just said 880, so I'll just go with that. But Seven Eves or Seven of Us or something like that by Neil Stephenson. And that, since it's not here yet, obviously will not be the first book that I read. It'll be either July or August for that one. Now, I have 4 books here that are actually here, and the book I'm going to read for June is The Luminaries by Eleanor Catton. It says winner of the 2013 Man Booker Prize. The Luminaries. I'm going to read this in the next 10 days. And this one is 830 pages. So, and then in July, oh, this one's heavy. I'm going to, one of the 2 books I'll read in July is Jerusalem by Alan Moore. This monster is by one of my authors that was on my favorite authors list. And this is beautiful. It has a map. I know so many of us enjoy maps in books, and this has got one. And the dust jacket is now all of a sudden being very, I don't want to play along. Hey, you're on camera? Struggle. Anyway, I win. And the page count on this, if you read the acknowledgments, which I probably will because it's Alan Moore, 1,266 pages, and that's going to be July. Now listen to this, everybody. That's a monster. And then the other book in July that I'm going to read is City on Fire by Garth Risk Hallberg. Look at that sweet cover. Isn't that cool? And this book is that is postscript. It's about 906 pages, so that's going to be in July. And like I said, in August I will read the Seven Eves book by Neil Stephenson, and then this crazy looking thing, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard of, IQ 84 by Haruki Murakami. This is a weird little dust jacket that feels like rice paper. And then this is a machine of a book. It is 925 pages, and that's going to be in August with Seven Eves. So that's my TBR for this challenge. I feel reasonably confident that I can do that. I mean, I read so much, so let me just give you a quick count. tonight, when I finally go to bed, I will have finished 18 books this month. And I'm averaging about 267 pages a day. So, not bad. Actually pretty good. But that's my TBR. Let me know if any of these books are interesting to you. I feel kind of left out because I already had the books bought and the TBR set. And then I noticed that Kim, maybe, well, it was in her recommendations. Liv Riomer's going to read it. Tad at Tad Reads Books and Stuff joined us, and he's going to read it. An Anathema or Anathema or something, also by Neil Stephenson. It's kind of funny that I get a Stevenson book, but it's the one that nobody else is reading. So that's kind of odd. Now I noticed that Kim put out her TBR today, and I haven't watched that yet, so I don't know what she picked. I do know that Liv Riomer put his out, so go check his out, please. And like I said, I'll have those two channels linked below. And if you're going to join us, let one of us know. If you want to read any of these books, hey, you know what to do. Put it in the comments. If you have read them and you like them or don't like them, let me know. Just no spoilers, please. I mean, if you click on a video with a book review and you get spoiled, well, that's on you because you're watching a review of a book you haven't read. But I haven't read these yet, so. But anyway, I think the book I'm most looking forward to, outside of Gone with the Wind, because it's going to be the four of us again reading something, but the book of these that I'm most looking forward to is probably Alan Moore, Jerusalem, because like I said, he was in my top 10 favorite authors, and I'm interested to see what he does with a novel instead of comic books or a graphic novel. So, and that's the biggest one I got. So I'm kind of excited about that. But anyway, that's my TBR. Not sure when I'm going to do another video. The next one for sure will be Thirsty Mermaids this weekend. And then my update, because I missed this week, so my update at the start of next week. And also in the next couple of days, the daughter has a surprise coming with her and her boyfriend. So until next time, that's the TBR for the Big Book Challenge. Join us and read more.